buffed up with the armor, and then try and sprint yourself away from any danger that comes your way. Oh,
Jerax gets spotted? I think he did.
Did Cheshire Cat see the, I guess, you know, you click and you see, okay, he's got an observer ward, he walked into the camp and he placed it. That position there, though, it's a little more awkward to deward, you know? You have to walk around and try and find it. It's not in the regular spot. If he knows it's there at all, because down at bot, Kuroki, he's being spun down by Tron here, and it looks like they'll just finish him as well. So first blood goes the way of Arcade, and that Juggernaut, good start for him. Are they doing aggro try here is my big question, though.
30 seconds to battle.
May, thanks.
I've seen it before with the Sven, and it's kind of like a threat, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like how Earthshaker works, where it's always the threat of the Fisher, and in this point, it'll be the threat of the Stormhammer. But looking back, what you're talking about with the Jerax, this is something I've seen a couple people do lately, because we always see this like early TP, right? And then you want to get your ward down first, so you'll have vision of them coming and placing their ward. But in that scenario, Jerax was actually holding both wards, so it's possible that Cheshire Cat saw him and thought, oh, he didn't place his ward. Like, he must have saw me or something, and he didn't want to place it down, let me know where it is, and they might think he doesn't even have one there. I mean, it all just goes to hell once you see that the camp's blocked anyway. So all these mind games kind of become all for naught, but he'll still have to walk down, get that ward down, and it looks like it will be try on try.
Yeah, I guess if it's a
so.
1v1, Cheshire Cat doesn't mind too much about it being blocked up, you know. It could be a good source of farm just in between waves. But he doesn't want to stack and pull this himself really too much, so it's not a big worry for him. So Mind Control Slardar against the Bat Rider, and we're in this Bat 1v1 again, where we've seen Bat Riders definitely excel in these scenarios. Fata, Lina, and middle lane again, but against Barash, Queen of Pain, and this is one of his strongest heroes, definitely. Barash Crop has been making great strides recently, while Jerax is actually heading up the top, so dual lane of Slardar plus Phoenix, and like, yeah, right. And we've got the Gyro Pot that disrupted down at bottom lane against this aggressive tri-lane of Juggernaut, Sven, and Dazzle, and they've got heals, they've got physical damage galore, but at level 1 they've gone for Poison Touch with the spin and the stun. So they just want to catch someone and kill them before they can react.
And who can they kill? I mean, I guess they'll have to be Kuroki probably. I mean, they're both the same HP, honestly, and it's only a ring of protection, so they're definitely going to be able to zone out Matumman with that short attack range. And Jerax is kind of running mid. Can he get this courier?
Oh, it looks like he might be able... Oh, no, he can't. Barash blinks back, and Jerax will take the Shadow Strike, the dagger to the back. And that courier was microed across to the east, but Matumman, he's being forced back off this creep wave, and he's definitely suffering. 0 last hits, 0 denies. So you look at the Juggernaut, Queen of Pain, and that Bat Rider. They're doing pretty well for themselves. You know, the Queen of Pain is not doing amazingly against the Lina at the mid, but that's because Dragon Slave level 1, heading into this damage output. It's difficult to control the wave this early.
Yeah, they need to figure something out down here. Like, Matumman can't just get 0 CS. There's a little bit of rotation. I guess they're just going to guard up this rune and they'll just come right on back.
Maybe they can catch one of the supports. They can find Kuroki or someone, because having these two supports down here is definitely not going to be the most viable way of running this. If you don't get kills anyway, because you're not stacking, you're not pulling, and if you're stuck at level 1 or 2 on your Dazzle and your Sven, not the way to go. You need to get some levels up on them, and definitely need to get some farms. And this is the thing: if your Sven isn't getting kills early on, and you always look at it like if he's not been a part of 3 or 4 kills in the first, let's say, 10 minutes, then the active role that the support Sven really aims for just hasn't really taken place, and you don't get this blossoming Sven actually getting his arcanes, getting his blink, and having those items to make the difference. Hey.
Well, basically, all that happened was she blinked in like hyper aggressive, and Jerax was there as well, and they both died. That's really all there was. They just traded hits, and that's Dota.
Whoops. Tri-lane is swapped. They've got 3 heroes up at top now, and Slardar with a crush onto Cheshire Cat. He's got Firefly. Kuroki gets the kinetic field down, but Cheshire Cat walks out, and he's got a path to escape as well if he wants to. But Matumman is up here, still with 0 last hits and nowhere really to go. So Juggernaut's been given a free lane at bottom lane, and they'll just pressure into the tier 1 as much as they want to.
Yeah, I think they'll try and just get this tower and then immediately take advantage of the XP that Cheshire Cat's still getting up here because he's not totally zoned out. And then just come on top, take the gold from the tower. That's going to jack up your supports, which is really important when you're running support Sven. And get their way up there. So I think this is coming out extremely well for Arcade right now.
Yeah, for sure. Not taking too much damage down the bottom lane. The only thing is, you know, Barash, Queen of Pain mid. Fata has got himself Magic Wand bottle.
Oh, this guy's dancing around up here.
He's not got a care in the world. Like, Jirax is taking a ton of damage with Matoma Man coming in, maybe with a homing missile. Can try and slow down Cheshire Cat enough. There's the stun, the glimpse back into the kinetic field, but Cheshire Cat, he escapes! But not for long, he will get taken out. He does get the kill over on...
The cavalry has arrived.
Phoenix and Jirax drop straight after. Now Fata, he gets the stun onto J4, so they'll get some kind of trade-off here. Bat and Sven both going down. But that's 4 heroes up at top lane trying to deal with this while you lose your tier 1 at bottom. Queen of Pain gets a bit of free time mid lane to get her farm on. Liquid are on the back foot and they're just trying to react to everything Arcade is doing.
Oh, this is a big kill for Fata. So close.
Not gonna get it. Not gonna get it. Sonic Wave up now for the Queen of Pain, but utilizing it, it's gonna be a little bit difficult here, you know? The Lina, 700 HP, it's a bit awkward to get through.
Yeah, Shishkar, it's down here. Gonna stack. Look at me stacking up Radiant Jungle. Jirax will block it. Look at these shenanigans.
Stacking up the enemy jungle for yourself.
Yeah.
That's where you're at. That's where you're at. So Dar Observer Ward gets seen here by that Radiant one that was already placed down. So Kuroki knows what's going on. They know they've got vision over on that end. But Summerman is now in a 1v1 against Juggernaut. So Tron against Mathu up at top. But you look at the Jugger. He's got treads as well as 4-man shield. Level 2 spin means he can just walk into Mathu, force out the rocket barrage, and maybe dive to the tier 1 if he wants to.
Oh, it's the
looks like we've got the Mr. Destructoid robot issues. Yeah, we're still unsure what's causing that. We need our tech guy to try and fix it.
Maybe it's Dota. Dream League has it too. Just blame Reborn.
Just blame. Okay, we can just blame Reborn then. That's fine. But yeah, there's nothing I can do to fix it. And J4, he's still walking into this, but Jirax dives across with the Fire Spirits onto Barash, and Microtrol's still looking for the crush. He'll land it onto the Queen of Pain, and with the Laguna Blade, they will find that kill over in the back end. J4 is sneaking around and looking for another stun onto someone, but Big Num is being chased by Mind Control onto the tier 1. TP reaction from Sven will come in from that Radiant Ancient camp. He did have a mango for a stun as well, just in case they continue diving.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of space. Very Visage X-esque. They're giving some space down here, and oh, Cheshire Cat, a little bit of trouble. He'll be okay. Sneak in the trees a little bit.
He walks into Mind Control though. With a cross and rocket barrage, Cheshire Cat has no Firefly, no way of escaping. The Bat Rider, aggressive in the enemy jungle, and he's got brown boots with bottle. It's not going to be a very fast blink rush. What do you reckon he goes for the boot to travel like Mind Control did, or is this going to be more of a group up and just take the fight to them game with a very early blink?
I'm wondering how do they transition? Like Arcade had this early lead, now it's kind of falling apart a bit, obviously. And yeah, we just don't have the boots of travel or the blink or anything coming up from that Bat Rider. Like, you got the early experience, but without the gold, he's a pretty greedy hero. And they will wrap around on Mind Control with the stun as well, so he'll go down to Tron.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
a nice little pick up.
Definitely. Big Num had the hits in there. And just in case, you know, they've got the mango and the stun again from J4, so there's no way that Mind Control could really get out. But Barash, he's struggling in mid lane a little bit here, you know, 2.3k net worth, the Lina up to 3. The Queen of Pain needs to start picking up the pace. She's hit level 7, but it's that level 8 where you look at the 4 in Scream, 1 in Sonic Wave, where you can really go and make these active movements to find pickoffs. Because Disruptor, Lina, Phoenix, you know, pretty much all 5 of the Liquid heroes here are relatively squishy.
Oh, they might
Roki gets stunned up at top. Yeah, they've got a glimpse if they want to, but oh, Tron goes in with a spin. They'll find him, and then over to the top rune. Yeah, Fata is lassoed into the Sonic Wave. 2 kills in quick succession in PowerRangers. Finding kill after kill, Jirax. Are you gonna die for this? He's just used his dive. Barash can go in with a blink and scream. He's got it. Blink, scream. No, he doesn't have mana for it. Never mind. Yeah. Never mind. He needs about 30-40 more mana to actually get the combo
Top
down.
lane,
So Jirax
J4
is
in a little
okay.
bit of trouble.
Oh my god, what's going on? J4's amped up. Mind Control does have the sprint up and running, but with Big Num there with the stick charge, he's got enough for the Shadow Wave and a potential save onto that Sven.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat, that was very nice. He was abusing the nighttime and hiding just around the little trees, waiting for Fata to come for the rune, and spotting him out with that nice ward they have here. So Easy pick off with the lasso, and that's big as well for Barrage too, because he was getting a little bit low there, and waiting on something to happen. And again, some space given to the other support. For the Dire side this time, it'll be J4. And do you even skill Warcry on this build?
Maxed?
Like, or do you I feel like do you just go like 404 before you even have Warcry? Or sorry, I meant to say God Strength. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think God Strength is pretty good if you can get like stun last. Like you've got a bunch of disables here to lock someone down, and a couple of hits will just clear up a disruptor or a Lina. But then I think it's more about like the farm and the progression from Sven being this roaming support into being an actual hero, a semi carry sort of thing, which we've seen from J4. So the God Strength and 1 or 2 points in cleave. It just lets you go and take down an ancient stack or maybe a large camp jungle stack to get you from, being 1,500 gold in the bank to maybe into your blink dagger. It's just that one burst of net worth that you're looking for. But at this point, I'm not sure. It looks like it's holding on to the point for now. A little bit, the extra point in the stun may be worth it. Maybe I don't think the Warcry additional 5 armor is going to be an amazing amount. Maybe against amp damage, it could be good, but. We'll see what he does with it. How we're looking for the rest of them, because, again, Liquid are very good at getting support farm. They've got Tranquils on this Phoenix, they've got Arcanes on the Disruptor. They haven't suffered that much on their supports. The Gyro, the Slardar, and the Lina, they're looking pretty poor, though. The Lina's the only one that kind of stands out, with the fact she's got 1,700 gold saved up. Yule Scepter is well on its way. But Arcade, this Juggernaut is storming ahead of everyone.
Yeah, and I was actually catching a Burning Juggernaut game earlier when he was playing, because you got all those high-level pubs going on in your EU scene right now, thanks to Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah.
And he actually went back for the Mask of Madness build, which I thought, man, I haven't seen that in a while. Didn't work out too well. He lost. And actually, it was pretty great. There was a Doom on his team, and there was all kinds of all chat flame, right? Because it's a pub. And this guy's like, report this Juggernaut, like he's so bad, boosted Juggernaut, so epic bad. And people like that, you're like, you're actually playing with like Burning right now, right? It's like, oh, Dota, never change.
Oh, bunch of idiots, honestly. Oh,
and he was a Doom picker too, so I mean, like, can you really trust anything he says?
Nope, he has no right to talk.
I don't think so. No, he really doesn't.
With Tron up on his high ground, the level 1 Omni Slash probably not enough in its own to kill off Matoma Man, but level 4 Blade Fury on top of that. Matu has to be very wary of his positioning. Like, if Tron moves towards that ramp straight after the pause, Matu is likely dead. Unless they can... Have they seen him with this Observer Ward, I wonder? It doesn't look like they have. There's this big area of fog just past this tree line here. Matoma Man gonna be a little bit of trouble. And they've got a stack being built up for the Lina though over on the west side. That large camp's gonna be built up, and it looks like Phoenix wants to hit level 6 with it as well. He's got Fire Spirits. He's gonna start clearing through it a little bit. And again, these it's like the reverse, from game number 1. Liquid, the Disruptor, and Phoenix. They kind of want their level 6 as fast as they can because they're so vital in this composition for the team fights they've got. Set up with a Call Down, Static Storm, Supernova. They've got tons. Arcade, the Dazzle and Sven, their utility is sort of defined by a couple of their skills. Shadow Wave and Grave, Warcry and Stun. Oh, I even freaking talked about it and I didn't look back on it. Oh, I'm so dumb.
Well, he walked up into him.
For some reason, I had it in my head that he'd like walk back down the ramp and not go up there. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Typical.
Well, typical Dirk Cam T-Tours. What an idiot. XD. Oh, dearie me. Well, Durex is about to hit level 6, but Tron, level 9. He's there with his Yasha. I'm guessing S and Y. But the Manta wouldn't be bad, Get the Fire Spirits off you, dispel amplified damage. Now actually talking through it, I think Manta's probably the way to go.
Man, he's going deep for this. There is a Bat Rider nearby, though, with Lasso.
There's 4 heroes for Liquid.
Static Storm now available, though.
Oh, but in the jump, and Barrage gets the full Sonic Wave with a scream as well. Matu Stick Choke is up with a call down. Maybe they can turn it back. Farther gets the Laguna Blade. They do clear up the Bat Rider, but they've lost Disruptor and the Gyro with Mind Control left to his own devices. They got stunned up and taken out. Barrage is still hasted, but nothing left to really give here. Liquid went for the quick and easy kill, and it turns out that it just wasn't worth it.
Middle tower is under attack.
That's a good way to deal with Static Storm. Lasso up the Disruptor. That's a good. Oh, they're actually gonna dive right on top of Tron, but no mana, just spin. He'll be okay.
Yeah, walks it off. So PowerRangers Arcade ahead in kills. The Queen of Pain has stepped up her game as well, now looking at 1500 gold in the bank, just clearing through jungle camps. Is this an Orchid game, or is this just the Ags game? Because Ags gives you a lot more, heavy hitting power just to fight and continue going.
I like Orchid for the Phoenix, I like it for the Disruptor, and I like it for the Lenik. She's got a Yules already, so maybe not the best. I think there's definitely good enough reason to go Orchid, but I'm thinking it's going to be Agnes. Went for the Null, and now into the Ogre Club, so I don't know, do you think is he a BKB first kind of Queen of Pain? There's some players that just love doing that.
I don't think so.
Up against Glimpse, Lena?
I guess it could work. I mean, we've seen Barash go for a number of builds, mainly just the Aghanim's Orchid. Like, he either goes Orchid first in... Well, the majority of the time he gets both, right? It's just the decision whether he goes Orchid first into Ags or Ags into Orchid. But you're right, maybe it could be the BKB rush. Oh, Phoenix diving himself away. The chat has just caught up, I'm so sorry. Chase Cat smoked with his Blink Dagger looking for the lasso, but Liquid, they've positioned themselves decently until Fata is walking over to the east. This tier 1 tower is dropping low, and Tron takes the brunt of the damage, but Fata's now been lassoed up, whips back to try and save him, but in comes J4. The Supernova is down, and Tron tries to secure the kill. He's graved up after that, but the call down. So, Omniflash bounces it back onto Mind Control, but the grave is over. The heal, the sustain, it's just keeping Tron alive, and Liquid, they can't last through the damage, or can they? With Cat going back in, Barras gets the Sonic Wave down, but the Thunder Strike is taking him over, and Durex goes over the cliff with a Sunray. Arcade lose 3. Durex the last one standing here, but the Blink Dagger on Cheshire Cat, he's going to go for this for sure. Sticky Napalm stacks her up, and with that weave, a minus R on Durex is just too much. That 5-man wipe is there. Arcade trade off 3. But Liquid, they're going to lose a tier 1 tower surely for this as well.
Middle tower
I think
is under
Durex
attack.
had like four-man Fire Spirits in that fight, and he did so much damage for a Phoenix Fire. He did just as much as the Gyrocopter, but not quite enough there.
Radiant's
And
middle tower
they'll lose the
has been
tower
denied.
as well as that engagement, and that's going to put a lot more farm in the pocket of Cheshire Cat. And compared to his co-patriots here in the scene, he's actually going to go right into a BKB, probably just because of the Glimpse, the Static Storm, a lot of dangerous kind of, I guess, traps for him to fall into. And I think that makes a lot of sense in this game.
Sounds good. So J4, what have we got? Treads and the Bracer. I guess he could go for Treads drums and maybe go Blink a little bit later. Just save up a bit of gold and see where you head into. He's spotted out here though by the Obs and Fata. Not going to catch up with the LSA. Mind Control though might just do that with a glimpse back. J4 is caught and they'll spend a ton on this kill with Cheshire Cat looking over the trees. Firefly's up, trying to find a jump catch onto someone, but Liquid, they're all grouped up at mid. There's no real way to engage. They're just trading it off. The kill on the Sven's fine if you're Tron Juggernaut's farming himself away. He is going for the S&Y, by the way, not the Manta style. The Juggernaut is tanking himself up a little bit more.
Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. Makes pretty good. Unless you're going to be able to like consistently Manta out of the disruption or the disrupt. Glimpse,
Yeah.
that's the one. Jeez.
I guess
Brain,
you
please.
can Manta off Amplify, Manta off Fire Spirits, and
True.
that's where the utility would be, I guess. But Standard Yasha just gives you that little bit more. Farming speed, movement speed, running yourself around in these team fights. You don't get the utility of Manta, but you get a lot more stats. And now is it smoke time again? Looks like it is. Arcade trying to really consolidate what they've built up here for themselves. 2,500 net worth lead, it's nothing to write home about. 2,000 XP lead, 15 minutes in. But they have really limited Liquid's farming power, and when they catch Jirax here, it's a case of finishing him off, and it looks like they'll be able to do that. Supernova, not going to be expended. They do get the quick and easy kill over on him. Now, Roshan is available, and with a weave up on all of these Arcade heroes, except Dazzle's got it as well. God Strength is up. Liquid can't contest.
Yeah, possibly if they're in better positioning, I would imagine it being like feasible at least.
Dire's
But
middle tower
just
is
because they
under
have so much
attack.
AoE, but without the egg from Jerax. it's a little bit too rough. There's no blink for mind control as well. He's trying to catch up with those jungle camps, but currently their draft hasn't really come online yet. Honestly, like they only have a Yules for Fata. He's trying to get towards the Aghanim's.
Oh, Matu's
Kuroki
dead.
doesn't have anything. The Humble Man's dead.
Oh,
he has
I
Ring of
mean,
Aquila. Like that's his big item.
You've got Strength Tread, Ring of Aquila, and I guess close to a Yasha. There's just not enough at this point. You can't be falling that far down the lane. And once that Roshan dies, you've got to try and TP out. But Arcade were on his tail in an instant. Just blinking forward, finding the chase. Looks like they'll head into the tier 2 at bot. Now, Liquid, they've got ground to make up. Like you're saying, they haven't found that sweet spot where they're able to walk into a team fight and win the initial stage to follow through with chasing. Because again, a lot of their heroes are very good at chasing, just like game number 1. Slardar, Sprint, Blink. They've got Jara with a cooldown, they've got the glimpse back from the Disruptor. All of these heroes kind of want to win the team fight in the first 10 seconds, get the numbers advantage with the Lina Laguna Blade, have her blow up the Queen of Pain, maybe kill off the Juggernaut, someone like that, and then you leave Arcade in a sort of a rough situation where they either have to fully commit to fight 4v5, or they run and risk getting picked off one by one. That's the kind of ideal situation for Liquid. But when you take the tier 1 up a top...
Look at Cheshire Cat, he is so smart. He knows exactly. Look at that blink! Oh my god. Genius. Honestly. He knew exactly what was happening there. Read that play, like, to a T. Oh, that's so good to see, isn't it? Like he knew that was such a bait there. Didn't fall for it for a second.
There's no way Fata's going to be alone up here, actually, over in the ready jungle. Speaking of alone, Tron is amped up and Microtroll's got a blink ready. Crush it in 4 seconds time, but they're not going to chase it. Not going to go for that one. But yeah, the fact that Fata's up there, you know that they're going to be split pushing, trying to find something back. They've just seen 4 heroes of bot, killing off Matuma Man. So you kind of know that the glimpse to try and save Fata there is going to be available. Well played by Cheshire Cat. Now,
yeah,
they're going to try and catch J4, but Barash is ready. Slow down that Slardar.
Oh, the Sonic Wave's
the
gonna be
Storm
huge.
Hammer. The Sonic Wave's big, but Jirax is coming in here. He's got the Supernova, and Matuma is ready with the call down, but he's got limited mana to throw. J4 dropping low, call down is now thrown out, but the Sven is so tanky. He's just running himself away with the drums almost done. He's got the Bracer Glimpse back into the kinetic field though, and Barash jumps, he gets the kill. Grave on J4, keeping him alive, he's TPing himself out. Now Tron's running forward, looking for Matu, hunting, chasing, trying to get the Omni Slash, but the creep wave coming in will mean that he's not going to commit for that. Healing ward down, tier 2 tower, thanks for the gold. Sven returns to base, and Cheshire Cat has joined in once more. He's ready, he's here, he's looking for a pick off onto maybe Jirax.
Yeah, and now, like, I actually love this BKB pickup for the Queen of Pain, because the only way they'll come back into this, as we see Jirax going down, as you're mentioning here, they're gonna TP him, but it's just gonna be AoE magic damage, and you just eliminate that with the BKB, as Barash will get stunned up, but Microtroll just has a runaway LSA, but there's gonna be an Omni Slash, use himself in the air, and Tron will throw down the spin, though.
Is it gonna take him out?
Yeah,
with the Queen of Pain blinking forward. Oh, Arcade! This game, they're looking very, very good. And it's got to be said that Arcade cannot qualify for LAN. This is their final game, and they're currently sitting at 4 and 5. The best they can get is 5 and 5, and that will tie them up for 3rd spot. So this is pride on the line. This is honor for Arcade to defeat Liquid. No, they've got no qualification possibilities, but to beat Liquid is honestly a feat in its own right.
Yeah, I mean, this is the team that a lot of people say should have been next on the majors list. Should have been brought in, you know, some teams can't make because of Visa. Doesn't matter about regions, bring in Liquid. That's the cries I've been hearing. So it's just well played by Arcade. They showed up this game.
Just direct invite Liquid. Like, even in game number 1, they put up a very good fight. Now up at top, Matu, he'll TP himself away. Not an issue there. Tron's going for a BKB. S and Y into BKB, so that's going to be his item. That will help him deal with the magic damage and all this nonsense coming out of Liquid, but with an Aghanims on Lina, equally going to be the response from that Laguna Blade back into the BKB. So yeah, with the way things are progressing actually in this group, so Liquid are now 4 and 3, and they've got this game plus a 2-game series later tonight against Complexity.
Oh,
they
need to win. J4.
Oh, is he going to fight? No, he's not. J4's out. So
if continue.
If Liquid win 2 single games out of the two-game series they've got, they tie themselves up with Vega and Forcino, 6 and 4 in the top spot. So it'll be a 3-way tie. If they win 3 out of those games, so if they win this one and then 2-0 Complexity, then they automatically qualify. So this game is, you know, relatively important for Liquid. Automatic qualification is better than playing in the playoffs, isn't it? No, you wanna get that quick route to LAN. You don't want to play more games.
I just realized we're only 21 minutes in. It does
Yeah.
not feel like that in the slightest.
33 kills.
Yeah. A lot of action this one, and I love this Mask of Madness he's going for on J4s. It looks like, I mean, he can Yule's dodge this, but he's still going to be in quite a bit of trouble if he decides to go for that. And mind control is coming from the. Sorry, rather.
Look at that.
Cheshire
Sneaky
Cat.
devil. Cheshire Cat is not gonna get there in time.
Oh.
He faked that. Like, that feint was really great from Fata. You know, he ran this way, he did the little dip, and then nope. Run back across this way. So J4 ran into the trees expecting, because in that area, you know, there's like 4 or 5 jukebox
Top.
where you can hide and TP yourself away. You're right, Martu's caught, but Tron is in the static storm, and with mind control bashing through him there, Barash will blink away. A lot of big ultis expended, but a kill on the Juggernaut. I want to see the swing. Mind control, he's not giving up chasing. J4 keeping in with the rest of the team, and Cheshire Cat with Big Num weave down, mind control dropping low, and J4 slams him into the ground with Barash now looking for maybe a blink forward onto someone else, because Kuroki, he's an easy target. Cheshire Cat has lasso, and he's still waiting to find him. Kuroki hides and TP's out. What was the swing there? So Juggernaut lost 400 gold, and they got a good spread across them, actually. Even though Slardar died, he gained gold from that.
Yeah, he went a little deep, but he understands that this is the time to take risky plays. If you can follow up on that second kill and hope that the rest of the team wasn't ready for a rotation, then you're gonna help propel yourself back in. You can't just sit back. That's not going to be any way for them to win this. I mean, Fata's 4k ahead of a top man. He needs to get so farmed, but he's not even farmed enough to go for something like, something crazy like a rapier or anything like that. Only having the Morbid Mask, he basically, I don't even know. I guess he has to get a BKB.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It doesn't even do anything this game. Basically just Scream. He could try and tank up with like an SNY or even just a Helm. I know this is a really hard game for him to try and make decisions as to what sort of items he think can actually win this game besides like the eventual rapier.
I think SNY is sort of the natural way to go. It's a good all-round item. It gives you farming speed, stability in a team fight, and again the ability to chase. Because if Liquid do get that one glorious team fight where they manage to kill one hero and chase and chase and chase, having the SNY is going to allow Matuma Man just to focus down those targets, keep up with the Queen of Pain. And I think that's one thing that they're missing a little bit here. With the Queen of Pain BKB rush, who have they got to actually close the gap on her if she blinks away? The Slardar, but can't cross through BKB, is going to have to rely on a lucky bash. There's no one that can actually go toe-to-toe with the Quap. Oh, here we go. Arcade Smoke again. Do they have one? On the courier.
Yep.
There we go. They've been utilizing these smokes very well. In game number 1, using them continually just to try and find these pickoffs and get that, gaining inches here and there. You kill one hero, you farm a lane, and maybe you go and take Roshan in a little bit. We'll find out when he respawns in about a second. 2 minutes and 12. And PowerRangers. This is a little bit deep here, but with Cheshire Cat grabbing onto Jirax, they expend a ton to get that kill. Sonic Wave down for about 2 minutes. So this does open them up to pressure into tier 3. Maybe they wrap around on top though.
Yeah, they're moving pretty quick considering he doesn't even have the boots of travel. He will have them soon for Cheshire Cat though, assuming that it's the next item and not a force staff.
Yeah, kind of interesting
Kuro.
he didn't go for the force. Oh, Kuroki.
Do you BKB for this kill?
Oh,
guess you
yes
do.
you do. I mean, are they going to get this kill?
No! Close.
That was a little bit tight. Little bit tight. I mean,
Just a wee.
oh, dearie me. Well, Kuroki has bought space. A little bit of time. But Summerman is on about 3,000 gold. And if he's continuing in this direction, you could even see, a Monkey King bar being purchased straight up for him. A BKB, potentially, you mentioned it's not that amazing. There's like Scream plus the stun from Sven.
Mind control? Can you do this?
No, I don't believe he can. J4 pops God Strength, turns around and says, "What the hell do you want?" Get off the
Jirax
lawn.
dead.
Yeah. Supernova will get popped down. I was wondering if they jumped further onto Fata, but I didn't have anyone to continue that chase on. Mind Control has gone and he's just waiting around mid lane for anyone to pop up. Blinks forward, app stun. Trying to put the fear into
Keep
Arcade
an
a
eye
little
on
bit.
them, They have to be wary, like, okay, they know exactly where I am all the time. I'm gonna TP home. He's terrified. Oh, now they see your bots, man. No meta. Jeez.
It's a Manta. For Matu.
Oh, That's good against the lasso, so that he can't get focused down immediately.
Good against Omni Slash.
Yeah.
But okay.
Slight split push.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, exactly. It's good for split push and focusing towers if you're alone or if you just got one hero with you. You know, just get on with that. I mean, look at it. He's popped illusions and he's pushing mid with them. Actually, getting last hits with it as well. It's kind of funny sometimes to see stuff like this, where players have illusions or they have like a boar or an alpha wolf or something, and they go and farm the jungle with their hero, and they actually micro the summon or the minion or whatever, the illusion that they've got over on the lane. We saw it at Nanyang from Envy. I can't remember what hero he was playing, but he had an Alpha Wolf, and he was last hitting on lane with Alpha Wolf and farming the jungle by A-moving, shift queuing camps. And it's just fun to watch that kind of stuff, you know? Because you don't expect it. You think, oh, he's just going to have the Alpha Wolf there and maybe get some last hits, but no, he's 100% focused on eking out every bit of efficient movement he can get.
I mean, he's the original. He's the, like, let's go into a lobby and fly couriers across the map and then see how long it takes to get from somewhere to somewhere. And what trajectories it takes depending on what camps you're at.
Oh yeah,
he's the ultimate tryhard.
The days of KP and no Tidehunter blocking neutral camps with couriers. They had to patch that out because of him. Eternal Envy. Oh my goodness, what a player. Barash will not find Jirax here. Cheshire Cat throws a flame break from distance, but Roshan is up. And with the weave, with the damage they've got, like J4, he's now a carry Sven. He's got drums, more than master treads, and probably a BKB of his own coming in soon. Yeah. Mithril Hammer's there, he just needs a little bit more gold, about 1,000 to finish off the Black King bar.
Yeah, look at Fata down here. He's just like hiding in the trees, doesn't know where the team is, and now with the Roche, I mean, high ground's coming soon. So what's the defense here? We've got lots of BKBs. We've got lots of magic immunity in terms of the gyrocopter. Or sorry, rather the Juggernaut. So you're kind of relying on a big crush coming out from mind control, followed up by that. Probably the static storm's the biggest key factor here.
Yeah. Like, what does the Supernova do for you in this scenario? When you're dealing with all these BKBs, the Quap can right-click it down. Juggernaut's pretty good at it as well. Mind control is just running across the map looking for amp damages to throw out. He's been throwing it on neutral creeps, on enemy heroes, any vision that they can get, they'll take. But this Star Observer Ward, if they can spot a smoke, which they will, Arcade know exactly what's up. And then you look at Cheshire Cat, he's waiting there to try and pop the smoke, and then blink himself away. Sneaky little devil he is. J4 TP's out, and this is where Arcade potentially smoked themselves up, and they go for the... Actually, they have, haven't they? No? Yes, they did. They did. But do they have another one? I don't think so. They're just going to wait it out, group up as 5 at mid, and they're going to waste the time of Liquid. They've been farming bot, farming mid, while Liquid are walking around looking for a team fight that they can win.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's pretty dangerous right now. They have a general idea as to where they are, but when you look at the vision, like, there's some pretty good wards down here from Arcade. None, of course, down for Liquid. It's kind of terrifying for them to go anywhere. Jerax will TP out in full vision of that ward, but Cheshire Cat can't quite make it over there in time. And now with Blink, Gem, lacking the Force Staff, so it's a little bit harder to get him back out to J4 or somebody else for that big stun after, but he's going to go for it now.
They've got defensive weave, they've got healing ward, and Tron having Aegis BKB. I mean, it's difficult to actually focus him down. Cheshire Cat pops his BKB there. He's not going to find a target with it. And this might signal Arcade to just back themselves up a little bit. Maybe try and re-engage in a little while, because Sven, he does have magic immunity of his own right now. But if they can just, you know, carve a piece out of the map over here, take control of enemy jungle, shove bot lane back towards the tier 3 down here. There's a DD rune at bot, and that could really open up the map for them.
I have to say though, you take a look at Matama, man, he's catching up. Shockingly well, considering the scenario that they are in, and like I see Fata pushing out these side lanes, but he's now finished up the Helm of the Dominator, he's working towards what appears to be a butterfly for himself there. And is there really a timing window here for Arcade? It doesn't really feel like it with J4.
I think it's sooner rather than later. I just feel like this Disruptor, if he gets Aghanim Scepter, if, you know, the Slardar starts scaling up nicely as well, Gyro is going to be difficult to handle. It's the fact that, again, it's high ground, and relying on his Batrider to try and get in there when there's a glimpse, you've got to force your BKB early. J4 without a blink, I think, is one of the biggest things. If he had a blink dagger and he could, instantly follow through onto that. Oh, here we go. Sonic Wave in, and that's taking down one. Fata is going to get dropped here. Tron is graved up, but the BKB up. They're going to keep on chasing, though, onto the Man who gets himself back behind the tier 4s. But the glyph, it's up. Hiroki is dropped by the Queen of Pain. And honestly, Fata might have to buy back here. Tron can drop it. He can lose the Aegis. He's not too worried about that. He'll just take... No, another grave. Okay, let's keep this one going then. Barash turns back onto Massive. And Tron will finally die. He gets picked over by the Sunray. But J4 is here. He's got Warcry, he's got drums, and it looks like they just need to focus down this Rax, but with the Omni Slash back onto the creep wave. They won't get the kill. And Mind Control, it's time to re-engage, man. Graves up, Fata's alive. Sheepers is out, and Barash, he's got a blink. He needs to jump as quickly as he can, and he'll just about escape. But the chase is here. Mind Control force, blink ready,
nice.
crush. Down he goes, and Barash is dead. No Rax fallen, and Arcade, their push is stopped.
Well, they finally got something out of that, and it took a buyback. And, I mean, I believe that still comes out on top for Arcade, just because, half Rax down. So, of course, the melee will reach in, but he had to get the buyback from Fata. And what's, the cooldowns, honestly? The Sonic Wave wasn't even a factor in that fight. It was only thrown out on top of Fata. You basically have Lasso back up, you get your BKBs back up, and they're ready to just go right back in. Maybe Omni Slash, but that's only a minute away.
And now they've got 4 staff on the bat as well. So they've got that jump and drag, which they were kind of missing out on there. Sven, going back to that point, he's definitely committed to this kind of, I'm a 3 roll or a 2.5 roll, I'm gonna be a carry Sven kind of build. The Master Man has drums BKB. But if you have a hero who can blink in after Lasso, Tron is shredded. Until the Grave comes in, he's got a BKB, he's got a turn and fight. The Healing Ward is down, trying to keep himself sustained, but there's the Lasso from Chester Cat, catching up the Fata, and he's done for. Tron is going to wait for the Yule Scepter to end, spin to win, and Mind Control has gone back in to die again. Jirax has a dive, but the damage output from Arcade is just a little bit too much. Hiroki, ticking,
Dead.
ticking, dead.
Well, that was a good attempt by
J4.
Liquid. I like the idea.
But that could be game over for them.
Well, it's game over.
It's going to be a lane of Rax, but yeah, it could be game over for them.
But I understand the thought process of okay, now they're gonna split up and farm, and this is our chance to try and move out aggressively when they don't think we will, and get ourselves a really good pick to try and delay that next push, because we don't have buyback on Fata. We can't lose him again if they come up to the high ground, and it just doesn't work out. They took a risk and it didn't pay off.
And Arcade have 2 lanes pushing in. Mind Control is desperately shoving out bot.
Radiant's middle
They'll just move
barracks
themselves
are
onto the tier 3 here anyway, as Matu. Homing Missile is out. Barash is going to try and right-click this one down to stop it plinking onto his teammates. There's Healing Ward. It's pretty good at keeping people alive. The Illusion is running forward, but the Healing Ward is sprinting around. There's no way of catching that. And the Sustainer from Dazzle. And this is where maybe a hero like an Ancient Apparition could have worked out for them. The Phoenix has offered them a decent amount, but in they go. Matu is dragged back, caught, and he doesn't have buyback, does he? He's dead for a whole minute. With Lina respawning now, that's the worst timing ever possible. Mind Control has blinked into a stun. The Laguna Blade will zap down J4, but the Grave Big Num is just on the money here. Fata yules up into the air to save him, but this is just delaying the inevitable. One by one, Liquid are going to fall, and Arcade, they've got number 2 in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, it all started just from the initial laning phase. My Tama Man just never got rolling, and I don't know about you, but when Gyrocopter was first picked for his ban at TI, I was going to my pub, I'll get a big Gyrocopter, it's gonna be fine, we'll just win the game. But that hero, if you don't have a semi-decent start, I don't know, he's just not all that, he's just not all that there is. I don't know. They completely zoned him out. 0 last hits, 5 minutes in.
Exactly.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
When you're a level 2, 1 roll Gyrocopter with 0 last hits at 4.5 minutes, whatever it was, and you have to switch lanes to top and be an aggressive try-in with your off-lane Slardar, things are messy to begin with, but GG is cool. So Liquid, 1-1, a tie, a draw with Arcade Power Rangers. That's going to put PR at 5-5. Now they tie up in 3rd spot with Ninjas in Pajamas, so that's pretty good for them. That puts Liquid now at 5-3. They've got 1 2-game series remaining against Complexity coming up in about half an hour. They have to win at least one of those games to tie up with a 6-4.